out the plane, smoke for show, you getting suited. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a grandma. Bitch, I'm 39 to the death of bitch. I don't let the weapon spit. 40 with the drum jack, kicking like some Tekken shit. Ain't from the 9, from 39. Home of BT, big shorty, right? Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, gotta plan. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'm a hand ring them. Bag them, seal them, and get them gone. Jumped in this shit, was searching to see a zone. Ass peas here, wood big as hell, like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. And G here, landscaper. I'm playing the wild for that damn paper. I am 39. PFA shit. I ain't here to step on niggas' toes, but you see me? Yeah. Genius, this genius.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We outside. We get down and show Sony Media Monics.
I am Get This D Smith in the house, man, on another Shoptalk 7 Thursday night. How y'all doing, man? Appreciate y'all stopping by. How you feeling, man?
Feel well. Got my car back.
Yeah.
My girlfriend ain't supporting me no more.
You out here in the world? You out here on your own, huh?
Remember that Martin episode? I heard your woman was supporting you, dog. I'm out in these streets now. You know.
Oh, man. Well, good to see you, man. Good to be back in the shop, man. Appreciate y'all, man. So y'all know what it is, man. Before we get started, let's go ahead and jump into our first segment, our SBO segment, man. So we want to give a shout out to all of our resident SBOs, our small business owners who are rocking with us, man. So we definitely appreciate them and their support. All right. So shout out to heads down, bottoms up. That's the way we like to
drink.
Yeah. Get your heads out together, y'all. I know what it is. Bottoms Up Mobile Mixology Services LLC. Shout out to BB Fly and her mobile mixology services. If you guys want to reach her, 773-314-7407. Again, the number is 773-314-7407. Also email her at bottomsupmix@gmail.com. All right, for all of your mobile mixology needs. All right, and also shout out to Rose Design Services. That's Rose '(S). So RO'(S). Design Services, okay? 773-322-3076. Y'all know by now. Yeah. Roll hook us up.
Chill ain't here, so my shirt's better than his. You heard that, Chill? Yeah. You're not here, so my shirt's better today.
Yeah, by default.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? So once again, get up with Ro, 773-322-3076 for all of your marketing materials and social media needs. Hit her up on Facebook, Instagram, and Gmail as well. And also, last but not least, hit up Nikki's Sleek Design, flyer and social media management. Hit up our girl, Miss Nikki Spiller, 219-306-3957. Again, that number is 219-306-3957. Again, if you want to reach her, nikkisleekdesigns@gmail.com and www.nikkissleekdesigns.com if you want to check her out, her website. She's been doing some of our promo lately, and we definitely appreciate her. She does really, really, really dope work. So check her out if you guys want to jump down, man, and support our SBOs. All right.
One day y'all gonna get mad at her calling y'all J-Downs.
See, get your head out together, man.
I'm just saying.
See, get your head out together. They know what J-Down means, but no, that's not J-Down. It's actually jump down.
That's what J-Down means. Jump down.
Well, y'all know what we mean.
Jump offs.
Yeah,
just called y'all jump offs.
We'll have a show about jump offs.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got some good music for y'all. We're coming back with our Shop Blitz.
Yeah.
Right now, we got some Queen Ari for y'all. You feel me?
Queen Ari.
Just say it. La 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 la. Sign me. There we go. Let's get
it. Yeah. I don't hate you. I just feel like we both know the truth. The way you say you love me, feel like you still pick and choose. Lately, you look at me like you blame me. Smiling in my face, you're looking so amused. So baby, just tell the truth. If you don't wanna be kid, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna be needs to go your way. You complete the sky with a tape. Yeah, you ain't worth my time, so stop hitting my line. Try to press the rewind and give out this time. Cause if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, tired of your back and forth. I can't do this no more. Completely feeling ignored. Yep, I get that now. Time to restore. But first, here's the door. I tired of your score. No, the love was real. You can't feel it. But if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, 'cause you ain't mine. If this is it, no, it can't be friends. No, I won't pretend. Can't make a mess. Tired of tear for a tat. No, I won't come back. This is a fact. I'm sick of all your slack. 'Cause if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, yeah.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We on top of Get Down. That was Queen Ari. Will just say it.
Yeah, shout out to Queen, man.
La 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 la.
Queen.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody sing it like me, except her.
Thank God.
Shut up. Oh my God, forget y'all, man. We got Shop Blitz for y'all. And if I was a real radio guy, I'd already have it ready to go.
Yeah. All right, so y'all know our second segment is the Shop Blitz. Basically, we just
You don't know.
you know.
Now you know.
You're about to know. This is our new segment where we're going to start just touching on some of the things that's in the news, whether it's locally, nationally, and try to add a little bit more variety to the show. Okay, so y'all gonna watch us as we grow, and thank y'all so much for riding with us as we've grown. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the Shop Blitz.
Shop Blitz down at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
First up, we got bank failures.
Bank failure.
Banks failing.
Banks are failing.
Like, how hard is it to take my money and keep it there? Well, that's not the function of banks.
Apparently.
Well, the function of banks is to take your money
And
loan it out.
Yeah.
Technically, they loan it out, and they're getting it back at an interest rate, which is assured interest rate because they're charging people interest to take out the loans.
Right.
How banks fall? Beyond me. What's some of the main?
Some lend out more than you have to lend. Obviously, like you're sending out, like you're giving out loans and stuff. So I'm sure somebody's defaulting here and there. You know, you may be projecting more than you can lend out, or expecting to have an influx of new money coming in so that you can, sustain whatever projections you just put out. I don't know.
So I mean, banks fail when they can't keep up their part of the bargain.
Obviously.
So they probably doing too much business.
Yeah.
Probably got a little too ambitious.
Yeah.
When things don't work out, when people default on loans, things like that.
They have to give out business loans.
Those lead up to bank failures. Queen Ari, you just missed us playing your song, love. We're gonna play it again.
What's up, Queen?
La 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 la. Okay, back to these banks. So those are times with bank failures. Bank failures they're not easy to predict. They commonly come out. Well, I think somebody knows. But the recent banks, the big banks that's failed is, well, I think they didn't let them fail.
No, they did. They bailed them out.
They bailed them out.
All the other big banks bailed out the two smaller banks.
So it was Silicon Valley Bank
and First Republic.
and Signature Bank.
Signature.
First Republican too.
Yeah, First Republican.
Those are the few. Probably I guess too big to fail type of banks. What do y'all think about that, man? Banks failing. Are you scared to put your money in banks? Like, where else would you even put it? Because it's mostly electronic now, right?
Yeah.
It's just giving us lines of credit, it seemed like, anyway.
Well, the best thing to do, I guess, would be to invest it. They say
you need liquid cash, though.
Advisors would say that putting it in a bank really doesn't.
You need liquid cash.
True.
I mean,
do you?
Yeah, you need cash that you can get to quick.
Yeah.
I mean, because how much? Because at least for the average person, until they get their credit up to where they can get thousands of dollars on their credit cards. There's a lot of people running around here with $200 limits on their credit cards. That don't sustain you.
That's true. Most transactions are digital anyway.
I've heard.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard some background people. I'm listening to BB tell us turn down the background music. I've heard some rich people talk about only using credit cards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most money has been digital for the longest. Like, we just haven't really paid attention to it. Well, I don't know how you don't, but you know what I'm saying? Most transactions have been digital for a long time. Since shortly after bank cards came out. Yeah. So, I mean, we're not really.
I don't hear people cashing their checks as much at the currency exchange.
So liquid cash. I mean, is that literal cash?
No, liquid cash is easy to get to cash. The income that you can just go grab. So credit can be used as liquid cash. Yeah. It's the cash you can spend right now. Like if you needed money, if you have no money,
cash on hand.
If you need cash on hand or credit or debit on, cash on hand, whether that be from your debit card or paper money. Yeah. If you're going to spend, if you need money right now, you got to sell a house to get it. That's not liquid cash. Right. You're turning it into liquid. But it's a process. You got to wait now. Probably a 2-month process to sell a house and close escrow. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody pay you cash for it, I don't know. Then that's that.
Yeah. We got anybody who is a bank advisor or has
any money people, come help us.
Any money people, what
else we got on Shop Blitz? We got White House threatens to ban TikTok.
So what's the story behind this? I didn't check it out, but I can understand why, because it's a China product, and they say that a lot of spying stuff is being done on TikTok, in addition to the way that they're isolating certain segments of the TikTok network. It's
diplomatic stuff between our country and theirs. Often, blah blah blah. So the White House is threatening to ban TikTok because of pretty much spy type stuff. Yeah. They think they're getting our information. I ain't gonna say think. They probably know that they're getting our information. Something interesting about TikTok: the CEO of TikTok won't let his children get on TikTok.
Why is that?
He says they're too young.
Now, why is that? And how old is this kid?
8 and 6.
8 and 6. He won't let them.
He won't let them get on TikTok.
He won't let them get on TikTok.
He knows the problems with TikTok, and he's the CEO of TikTok, and he's not letting his kids use it.
Right. I'm
like, it's a bit much. It's a bit much for kids.
Yeah.
It's a bit much for teenagers, still impressionable teenagers.
Well,
in my opinion,
in the lane of spyware, Kaspersky. Does that name sound familiar to you?
No.
So Kaspersky is a antivirus software that was widespread at one point, especially in the office administration area, finances, all that stuff, universities. But it's a product out of Russia. You know what I'm saying? So one of the concerns has been buried was that this was actually Russian spyware that has been siphoning American information over to Russia via this antivirus software that is mainstream in the business world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So TikTok and all these apps, it's kind of weird because we were talking about the other day about countries agitating each other. This is one of the ways they did do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, TikTok. I mean, like, it's all a bit much anyway. We were talking about banning cell phones in school. I think the kids are getting too much
Exposure.
Too much exposure via TikTok, hell, even via Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. You know what I mean?
It's programming.
We through social media, we're losing control of our kids, and we do need to control them to a degree.
Yeah.
If we're trying to mold them a certain way, which is our job to mold them and give them some direction, there will always be something better to do, but we do what we know how to do. And we want to have control of what we know how to do so we can instill the values that we have to instill in them. These cell phones and social media apps, by giving them access to that, I feel like you're lessening our power. We're lessening our power there.
Well, let's examine it. The idea of even having a cell phone is freeing all by itself. It's almost like getting a bike or getting a car because you suddenly feel access is now within your reach. And the fact that you get so much information through these avenues, these vehicles, when you start talking about the apps and children, you're giving them the ability to kind of just play around and do things. So it ain't no different than you giving them a video game in some instances, or you giving them a Barbie doll, or you giving them some Legos, or you giving them some Nerf guns or whatever, or basketball. They're gonna play with it. Once they get access to playing with these things, you get a sense of entitlement. That leads into that sense of entitlement now, because you can do everything else you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of people, when it comes to them managing their children on devices, they're not thinking about the fact that you're kind of building a Frankenstein. You know what I'm saying? Because the apps themselves give you access to do so much stuff, and you need to have access to other stuff to be able to do it. So it's all about access. Convenience. So once you get convenience and access, you're used to it. You get drunk off. That's kind of what it's built to. That's how you use it. You know, it's programmed to make us use it like we do. Facebook is programmed to make you click on it. It's all built
to make you depend on it.
Yeah,
it's a drug.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I going to do? Like now, taking a Facebook break is a thing. Mm-hmm. Hell, some people who don't use Facebook now, it's a flex.
Yeah, you have to detox from social media or detox from technology. Sometimes you literally do, because it's programming us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not quite sure what the story is with, you know, I'm guaranteeing that's about spy shit. But when it comes to us and what we're doing personally, we got to like pay attention to that stuff because we're helping them. You know what I'm saying? We're helping it. We get drunk off convenience, and we don't think about how much of our privacy we're constantly eroding. We damn near don't have privacy anymore because of that. You know, the fine print that they tell us to read at the back of these apps or whatever, we don't read. It gives us access. It gives them access to all kinds of stuff in our phones. You know, so we're so used to the access. Once we get blocked off of an app or something, we freak.
So here it is. The Biden administration has demanded that TikTok owners sell their stake in TikTok.
Sell their stake in TikTok.
Because legislators have raised fears that TikTok users' data could be passed on to China's government. And once again, we have no spy problems.
But this is late in the game. This really ain't.
You still got to do it.
We do, but they should have done this before.
Yeah, but what do you do now? You do it. You still got to do it. You can't not do it. Still going to be other people.
It's amazing the way these countries play these weird games with each other. Because you'll allow a country that you know means you no good, that you know has a vendetta or has any type of.
But you still need them though.
You still need them.
You still need them for stuff. So what do? You
play ball.
Like what do you do with the guy next door shot at you before, but you need him for food? You need him for food. You have to go through him for food. You make peace so you can get food. Now I'm not gonna act like I know all the trade agreements that U.S. and China has, if any. I thought we had an embargo against each other.
Yeah,
but you know, you still gotta have them for something. You need them for something.
That's amazing.
But you know, this is like gonna be an act of cyber war, damn near, if we really expect them to sell their stake.
It's gonna have to be, and it is in a lot of ways. It's still, you know, it's cyber war. It's economic war. Yeah. Business, which is economic. You know, all kinds of stuff, man.
I can't believe we asking these people to sell their stake. Chinese owners could maybe. What about a regulation from the government They're probably not gonna do that. They don't care about the U.S. But anyway, man, y'all let us know what y'all think, man. And it's getting weird out here.
Real quick, just on the tail end of that, real quick. I didn't realize that the reason that there's a Chinatown in every major city is because that's a Chinese territory.
It's not a Chinese territory,
but it's a derivative of China.
Like they don't own it. They can.
No, they don't own it, but they definitely operate and manage it.
Well, that's what.
And own it.
Well, that's what a Chinatown or a Little Italy is going to be.
I mean,
or a Greek town. They're going to be. It's managed by them because they own a lot of property there.
I get it, but I didn't necessarily. I just thought it was more or less like, okay, cool. Are the Chinese people who just come from China, or are the Indian people who come from India, just come to the place where they can all gather and live together? I didn't know that the government of China had a hand in actually having a Chinatown in each major
They definitely
city.
set up many colonies in other places.
I mean, I'm sure they did.
That's all it is.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they do it everywhere. I've been all over the world. And you will not see Chinese people.
So have you been
Filipinos and Chinese people are everywhere.
Like, but do other countries have like cities where they have an actual like Chinatown?
Yeah.
Really?
I just said it. Yeah.
Huh.
There's a Chinese district almost everywhere I've been, except maybe Japan.
What? Okay.
There's an Asian district of some sort everywhere I've been.
Okay.
Freaked me out the first time I seen the Chinese person speak in an Australian accent. I didn't know. Freaked me out.
When you said that, the visual that I got and then the sound that I got just completely didn't match at all. So that, yeah.
Imagine you see a guy look like me speaking Spanish. It weirded me out too when I saw that.
No, because you can pass for Cuban.
I didn't know nothing about that. I'm from Chicago. I didn't know nothing about that as a kid.
Oh yeah, you can easily pass. Yeah,
I hear what you're saying now at 40. Yeah, when I was 19, I didn't know that.
No. Yeah.
If it's Spanish, you Mexican. That's what I thought. To me, if you was Asian, you were Chinese.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
If you were Spanish, you were Mexican.
Yeah.
And if you were any kind of black, dark skin besides black Americans, you were African.
Yep.
I knew this Haitian dude stayed next door to me for years.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I thought he was African.
He's Haitian. Well,
they got a whole country, and I thought Haitians were from Haïtia.
Haïtia.
That's what I thought.
Oh, where's Haïtia?
I didn't know. In Haïtia.
What part of the world is Haïtia?
I didn't know that. I didn't know. I know where it is now. I can tell you the whole history now. It's the island of Hispaniola, which encompasses the Dominican Republic and Haiti, which is right across the lake. I can Haiti meaning low ground.
We got to catch up to the chat real quick. Shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all for stopping through and spending some time with us, man. What up, Armand Lamar?
He was about to ruin your name.
Yeah, can I just call you Lamar?
You pronounced it just fine.
Did I? Okay, cool. You say, first of all, we are in billions of dollars in debt with China. Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
You got the nerve to have an embargo.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Every damn thing in this country, you got China written somewhere on it.
Made in China.
Man, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So you got to pay. You see, all right, so you got to play ball with the debtor. That's true. Wars and rumors. Yeah, true.
Wars and rumors.
What up, Auntie? She says Haitian. Yes, Haitian. Not Haïtia.
Haitians are from Haïtia. That's what I thought.
Okay. All right, well, real quick to the next part of the Shop Blitz. Chicago man sues Buffalo Wild Wings. So this story is kind of kind of to it.
He sued them. He said they gave him.
Chicago.
He ordered boneless chicken wings.
Uh-huh.
He said these are not boneless chicken wings; they're chicken tenders.
So he's suing them for how much?
He didn't say how much.
It was
undisclosed. But I got some boneless chicken wings from somewhere recently. It might have been Dave and Buster's. I promise those were chicken tenders. Matter of fact, they look like popcorn chicken.
Chicken tenders
Those big juicy popcorn chicken.
Chicken tenders always look weird. Like the shape of.
What part of the chicken is the tender?
I don't know.
That's what,
is that like breast? Is that like breast meat?
No, boobs are boobs.
Yeah, but chicken tenders are breast meat, ain't it?
And why do thighs and breasts look the same from a chicken?
They kind of do. Breasts are a little bigger. Yeah, breasts are a little bigger. Well, no.
Breasts ain't bigger than a thigh.
Yeah, breasts are bigger than a thigh.
Not on a woman.
Not on a woman. I don't know. Hopefully not. But sometimes it happens that way. There's some women whose breasts are bigger than their thighs. And that's okay.
They can't walk. They gotta have back problems.
Probably. Breast meat. Yes, auntie. Breast.
She said, no, they don't look the same. They
yes.
On the chicken, they look the same to me.
Yes, breast meat.
They don't look the same to you on chicken?
What, breast meat and thighs?
Yeah. They look similar to me.
No, thighs.
They're like a big glob of meat.
Thighs it is literally a big glob of meat. Literally. But
and chicken titties ain't that big, bro.
No, they're not. They're not.
I gotta be some chicken back in there somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe
we don't know why chicken still exists anyway.
Yeah, they should be extinct.
It should be extinct by now.
They should be extinct.
As much chicken as people
Cows
eat
should be extinct by now.
But they're still here.
They can't breed. They can't possibly be breeding that fast.
They have to have a negative birth rate.
They can't possibly be breeding that fucking fast, dog. For real, keep up with the day-to-day, the daily output of beef, chicken, and all these restaurants that serve to joint next door, Burger King, McDonald's at the corner,
even fish,
ain't real meat, even fish. Well, fish is a little different because
we eat a lot of fish.
We do eat a lot of fish, and a lot of that could be farmed.
It is farmed.
It is farmed.
Well, the chicken is probably farmed too. And mated and have a chicken's mate.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like the salmon and all that, it's not wild salmon. They ain't go out there and fish it and catch it. They grow it in some.
They say it's wild salmon.
Yeah, it's because they grow it in the pen outside.
It's wild how y'all grow it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's outside in the elements.
But he's suing these people,
you know?
and I'm team him.
Yeah.
I just want to cut if you win.
Auntie said genetically modified, grown in a lab to meet demands. Yep, I agree. That's what I mean. Think about this. Have you ever looked at the chicken at the grocery store? You ever seen like how huge these big ass pieces of meat are, and how much you actually are paying for it? Yeah. Like you can go to the store and pay like $5 something for like a big ass pack of 3 chicken breasts. Like huge, big joints. But you can run down to the store and get you like a 3-piece, you know what I'm saying, for $5, $6.
Yeah. I remember they were selling wings for $1. 3 wings for $1 at Pete's.
I remember when
79th.
Yep. I remember when it first started happening. I remember when that first started popping up, like 4 wings for $1 or something. Like, what kind of wings is these?
I wouldn't got them.
There's a little bitty chickens, the chicklets who didn't make it. Those are the chicken we got.
Chicklets.
Yeah, little chicklets that did make it. Those are the ones we got.
Anyway, man, what's the last on the shop blitz, man? We got hurry up.
Chicago police superintendent
is retiring.
Stepping down.
David Brown is stepping down.
David Brown is stepping down.
Cool. Hope he's happy in retirement.
Is this a big deal?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think people care. Maybe it is. It may be a bigger deal than we're acting like.
Maybe it is.
What are the ramifications? What are the changes or the things we should look at when you change a superintendent? Different approach on crime. He's in charge. He's kind of the superintendent. Has say so on the approach on crime.
True. They can implement different strategies.
They're given the power to do that.
I'm not quite sure what the strategies really are. You know, other than community engaged, the same stuff we've already seen.
It's a lot of politics. But I'm like, what are the?
I don't see.
It's a management job.
Yeah, I don't really see to me, from my knowledge of superintendents that have come and go. I can't really say there's no difference because when what's the black guy that was in there? The first he was like in the early 90s, late 90s.
The guy that's in here before David Brown?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't in there. He wasn't in there that long.
Yeah, he was way before.
The guy before David Brown, I forget his name, but he reminded me of Carl Winslow. It was Eddie somebody.
Yeah, he did like Carl Winslow.
Eddie somebody.
He did like Carl.
He was just like Carl Winslow.
He did like Carl Winslow. What's good, Greg? How you feeling, brother? Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Greg, don't feel special. He says that to literally everybody.
I do.
Those same 4 phrases.
I sure do. I definitely do. Because I don't want to forget it. But I mean it.
He means it.
I do mean it, though.
If I say it, I don't mean it.
I do mean it.
I'm just copying off him if I say it.
Hey, what y'all got in this conversation though? Is the superintendent of the Chicago is the change important to y'all? Do you think it matters? Do you think it makes a difference in the way crime and everything is policed? Has it made a difference? You know what I'm saying? In your recollection of superintendents, does it make a difference? Seems like every time they change something out or somebody out, crime and everything still happens. People still get shot by cops.
I don't think cops are not going to stop crime.
They're not.
It's
not in totality.
It's not even their job.
It's not their job to stop crime. It's not.
It's their job to report to get to the scene when it happens.
Yeah.
They're not here
gather.
I mean, if the closer they'll get to stopping crime is they'll patrol more.
Yeah.
But even with that, they end up making. What's the word I'm looking for? They end up making compromises with with whoever's around doing the crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree that their job is not.
Is police presence a deterrent for real?
In some cases, yeah. In some cases, yeah. People don't want that smoke.
Queen Nicole the Ingram. What's going on, the Ingram?
What up, Jay Cherie? Is it
Jay Shari or Jay Cherie?
Yeah. Because me and him have.
We need to know.
We have this. It's not really a debate, but it's kind of under the table.
We've had about at least a 5-minute conversation about your name.
Jay Cherie. I say it's Jay Cherie.
I've been saying Jay Shari.
I've been saying,
and it's spelled phonetically. It's spelled Jay Shari.
Jay Shari, right? Or should we just call you Queen?
Jay Shari. Okay, Jay Shari.
Jay Shari. Okay, see.
Yeah. No. That's Jay Shari.
Jay Shari.
Jay Shari. Jay Shari. Like I said.
Hey, hit us up on the
Jay Shari.
Hey, hit us up on the StreamYard.
Hit us up on the StreamYard so you can say your name.
Yeah, hit us up on the StreamYard.
I'm gonna send you the link because we gotta know.
Yeah.
Tell us how to phonetically pronounce your name.
Just post in the chat.
Is that it? Yeah. Here you go.
Jay Shari. So it's Jay Shari, not Jay Cherie.
Okay, I'm right. Here we go. I'm still gonna post the thing in the chat.
Y'all hit us up on the StreamYard if y'all want to come on and chop it up with us a little bit.
We're finna go back. We're finna go to our next song.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit them with that Street Boy Stretch and GS the Brand.
We're going with that.
We're gonna hit them with that one, man. Kodak Flow.
Let's go for it. Kodak Flow.
I told what's his name? I told GS.
And shout out to GS, man.
There wasn't a better song in the building.
Man.
When they performed it at the awards.
Man.
We're gonna get to it, man. Shoptalk 7, Kodak Flow, GS the Brand, Street Boy Stretch. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah. Kodak Flow, man.
They be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, DB tweet, I get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they comment, don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out, them book for a show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out for that geek. Mobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me. Still the talk of all they gossip.
Spread instructions on my life, went back and had to read them right. It said it's money over. I just got to lead them right. Make sure I feed them twice a day. Not like I really need a wife. Cause most these baby broke, but try to live a diva life and feed a Jesus piece. I don't even got a grief for ice and I've been eating right. Asking mama what that season like. Chicken, peas, and rice. Drove off the lot, forgot the keys and price. You might see me polite, giving back to my good deeds in life. That feel my protege. Told them I don't need the keys tonight. They say I'm crazy. I say cause I got my reasons right. I don't pump fake for no and I ain't flogging for no. Yeah, I think I was a monster. I'm charging for these lows. Just threw my hoodie on. Ain't no competition. It's that bully flow. Just send a low. We pull up on business. Bitch, 24 is pressure, and we gon' put it on you till the city on. Everybody trying to get a buzz like they Woody.
They be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches. DB tweet, I get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they comment. Don't play on my top. That's all my life. Angel on demon time. Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out them booking for a show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, Kiki, Mobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me. Still the talk of all they gossip.
Can't back down. Just got off the flight, they thought I left, but now I'm back round. Chicago to Miami to Hawaii, changed the background. Pretty popping at the party in the stack house. Let them in if they ain't with the squad, we I'm back out the house. I was a teen to mama, I'm a D-boy. Met some killers and some dealers, but hooked up with street boy. So many bitches on me now, I swear I need a decoy. Told them I'm the master, they should call me Leroy. For cash before I left the house today, so many bout to hate. When they see how much the invoice say I'm about to make, just switched up the mission cause the bitches found new routes to take. Just revved up the engine, hit the streets of me out town today. My Puma sweats, pockets look like knots, feel like my tumor stress. Too real for this, get these actors off my movie set. Tried to take it from me, had to tell them I was using at the crown. But make sure that you niggas put them rubies
They
back.
be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, DB tweak, I get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense, they comment, don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say he cutting up, he be crashing out them booking for a show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, Kiki, mobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me, still the talk of all they gossip.
Shop Talk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down. It's your host, Tony Media Monics.
I am Get This D Smith in the house, man, on another Shop Talk 7 Thursday night.
Y'all just heard our Shop Blitz.
Yeah.
We had about 4 topics dealing with a couple of national, then local matters, and then we played Kodak Flow with GS the Brand featuring Street Boy Stretch.
Shout out to Street Boy Stretch and the boy GS the Brand, man. Golden Sun in the house, man. Thank you guys.
Golden Sun. I ain't never heard nobody call him that.
Yeah.
In real life.
Golden Sun. I always wonder what the GS stood for. But okay, GS the Brand. Okay, that's different. So when he was on the show, you asked him. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Golden
That's
Sun.
Golden Sun. That's what's up, man.
I wanted it to stand for something like Gangster Syrup. I don't know.
Gangster Superintendent.
Gangster Superintendent. You know what I'm saying? Gang shit.
Shout out to Gangster Superintendent the Brand.
Gangster Superintendent the Brand. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's your new saying when you come on.
Gangster Superintendent the Brand.
Yeah, we introduce ourselves.
There we go. We back, y'all. We got a topic for y'all. We're gonna get into the shop biz.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Do you think we are going about male-female relations all wrong? Why or why not? Do we think we're going about that the wrong way? How males and females should deal with each other, dating, relationships, marriage? Do we have the wrong idea of what the foundation is?
Yeah, I think the problem is we have too many ideas.
Way too many.
Way too many ideas.
I've always said one of the worst things about dating and relationships is the conversation surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm cool with the talk shows, but like, we don't really got to take those home. We're over philosophical. We're way too philosophical.
Yeah.
And we don't even stand on half the stuff we agree with.
Yeah. I think sometimes we build our expectations off of our experiences that hurt us and not necessarily experiences that we were wrong in. So we go forward trying to compensate.
We don't even focus on we don't even take time to appreciate what went well. Most of the conversations I have about relationships deal with what went wrong.
Yep.
So you're going to tell me you spent 20 years with this guy or this woman and there was no good memories you could tell me about.
Yeah.
But see, you get into a new relationship, you can't be talking about those good memories.
See? And those are the things that are actually positive about the last relationship that you were in.
You dig me?
You can bring that to this relationship. But it's like, I don't want to hear about that.
You feel me? Like, you almost get in trouble for talking about that.
What up, Justin?
She's in the, Queen J. Shari is on the street. She want to come on and say something. Hold on.
Okay.
Queen.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, gotta turn that down.
Hey.
There you go. What's going on, Queen J. Shari?
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's Queen Jay Shari.
Queen Jay Shari.
Jay Shari.
Yes,
So why
Jay Shari.
you gave us that breakdown of the phonetics?
It said Jay Shari.
No, it says Jay Shari.
I can't put the hyphen with, you got to put like a little hyphen at the end of the E.
Okay.
Oh, so you got
It's Hindu.
Boost Mobile. Got it.
I don't have Boost. I don't have Boost Mobile. I got AT&T. Thank you very much.
How you doing tonight? Thank you for tuning in.
I'm doing well. I'm getting ready to head out to Easy on Hair's listening party, and I just tapped in with y'all because I just wanted to come and show y'all some love and hope y'all get my name right.
Thank you so much for helping us get your name right. We do want to pronounce things the right way.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm thinking about sliding up there myself after this.
Yeah, but yeah, if you can't get Jay Shari right, you can always call me Queen.
Yes, Queen.
When I say it, can I say Queen with a K?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna somehow make the K and the Q sound different.
Okay.
You know her name with a K anyway.
I know. But I just want to say the whole thing. Queen with a K. What's going on, Queen with a K?
Hey, I'm well. I'm living.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
That's what's up. So look, real quick, while we got you, we ain't gonna hold you too long, but what you got in this conversation? Do you think that we are going about the male-female relationship situation all wrong? Why or why not?
Ooh, I think we just had this conversation about people going out on dates and not being able to afford what they can eat.
Mm-hmm.
I to a degree, I feel like some people are going about it wrong because a lot of people actually aren't taking the proper steps of getting to know a person. People go from we talking to now we in a relationship where you skip the whole I'm getting to know you stage. A lot of people get bored by like asking people about what's your favorite color, what do you like to eat, how many kids you got, what what are your triggers. Like a lot of people don't go and dive in deep into a person's background to actually get to know them before calling themselves an item because a lot of people give you a facade of what they want you to think who they are before you get into a relationship with them, and then after a while they unravel, you find out that you done fell into a little cuckoo's nest.
Yeah, for us average folks, speaking for myself, those genitals start speaking way before the deep dive happens.
Facts. And sometimes, some people's little meow mix
I don't see nothing
be
after
talking on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't see nothing after I got a good session. You know what, girl? You stink, but it smelled good. You done gave me something. Hold on. But not me in particular, but that's what be happening. I've done it before. You get into the physical part of it and you don't see nothing. You just feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it goes, though, man. It's very layered. It's very layered. I tend to think we're missing the point of how things work naturally. I think we're making this up as we go.
Well, think about it. A lot of the ideas that we used to have about relationships have kind of been shattered. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you thought, love was forever. Growing up, you thought marriage was forever. Growing up, you thought.
Then you find out that grandma just couldn't leave.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Then you start finding out reality, and it's like, wait a minute, there's
a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, because you can't base love based off of what it was in the 90s. Love is completely different. People operate completely different. The same value of what marriage was back then is not the same value of what marriage is today.
I don't think love as a foundation ever worked. Well, I won't say ever worked because surely it worked for somebody.
It's working for somebody.
It worked for somebody, yeah. but the masses, I don't think so. Not so much.
Well,
because the
stats tell you that it don't work.
When women didn't need us anymore, when women didn't need men anymore, divorces went up. Well, that along with the option to divorce, right? Because you used to have to prove something to divorce. Now you could just say, "Hey, I've decided that these differences are irreconcilable, so I'm gonna go put in this irreconcilable differences divorce or this no contest divorce." Irreconcilable differences had only been here since 1970, started in California. You go look at the divorce rate between 1969 and 1970 and see the jump.
Yep, that's what's up. Well, thank you, Miss Queen. We appreciate you.
Queen with a K.
Queen with a K.
You are so welcome. I'm gonna see you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Thank you so much.
Bye.
We got Justin in the building, man. Justin said we ignore the red flags just so we don't have to be alone. But once we are confident to be alone, we can really find our one person. And I'm with you on that, bro. A lot of people can't be alone. That's That's one of the. I think that's one of the issues that we have with male-female relationships or relations. Is
even
that
the people
really can't be alone.
Even nobody can be.
They really can't be by themselves.
I can't say nobody, right? Because then people will hold me to it technically. Even I just posted a definition of technical on my page this week to let y'all know why I don't do technicalities. But people do, in mass don't stay alone. They won't stay alone. Nobody's going to be. Not many people are going to be alone for real.
Yeah, I mean, not like isolated.
And I'm not even talking about in the context of them going to be with their family. I'm talking about the kind of alone that keeps your needs from getting met. Most people are not going to do that for too long.
No, that's isolation.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna get that itch scratched by somebody. Now, it may not be somebody who is consistent or committed situation, but you're gonna get that itch scratched.
Right.
You're gonna get it from somewhere or somebody.
Right.
So you're not. So most of us will never really be alone. I think I find for most people who tell me this, maybe it's just me, could just be my crowd, but most people tell me they've been alone or they've been single. In short order, through conversation, they tell me how they were not single or alone.
Right. How they've been
in short order,
basically.
How they won't use those words.
I won't say dating, but
this guy I was talking to, this woman I was talking to. Come on, man. Well, men don't talk like that too much. I'm gonna just be alone by myself. We don't talk like that too much. And if we do talk like that, we're not executing it that way.
And by alone, I guess when I think alone,
I spent some alone time.
When I think alone, I think not attached to a relationship or not feeling like you have to be attached to a relationship to be solid or to be whole.
But with that, we're finessing the definition of relationship.
What you mean?
A relationship. You and I have a relationship.
Right.
We're not committed. Well, we seem to be committed. We seem to be committed to the brand. But I'm saying, if you're just screwing somebody, that's a relationship. I think one of the problems come in finessing the definition of relationship.
No, I
when you have relations with someone, the definition of relations is not sex.
Relationship.
It may be monogamous because you ain't screwing. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think I was about to finesse, but go ahead.
No, you said it was going to be monogamous. It would be. It's monogamous.
I said if you just screwing one person, even if y'all ain't committed, that's still monogamous.
That's true.
It's not even monogamous because monogamy means you only have sex with one person your whole life. What it is exclusive.
Okay, exclusive. Yeah. Words. I'm
an etymologist at heart.
Words.
These words matter to me.
Words.
And they matter. They make a difference.
Words. They do absolutely do.
The spirit of a word, to me,
do.
in my opinion, the spirit of a word cannot be changed. So we're finessing the word relationship. You do have relationships with these people.
You're right.
Especially if it's more than once.
You're right. I agree with that.
If you get questioned by the police, they're going to ask you,
what's your relationship with this person?
What is your relationship to this person? You're going to say we had sex once. That's your relationship to that person.
That's true. That is true.
So you do have a relationship with these people. You're not alone. You're calling somebody to come over and be with you, even if it's not as often as others.
Okay, let's get back to the chat real quick because I definitely want to pick up on that. We catch up with y'all. Hold on, BB. What up, BBT?
It's been going off. D-Rab's been going up.
Yeah, damn, we got to catch up. What up, D-Rabs? Shout out to D-Rabs in the house, man.
Singer-songwriter.
Hey.
Write me a song.
Hey, we fucks with you heavily, D.
Fuck with you heavily.
You get it? Yeah, get it?
Ain't no comparing. We just get high for the clarity.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You get it. Yeah, shout out to D. She says, it's not enough people who know themselves, so they don't even know the steps it would take to get to know someone else. Man, bars. Bars. Justice says, people are more concerned about the story being shown on social media than what's happening in the home. Y'all better come on, man. Come on, dog. Quit making all this damn sense. BBT. What up, BBT? She says, there are too many people. He said there's too many people that are selfish. So busy trying to get what they want and not listening to the other person and accommodating their needs. True. They're selfish as shit.
Hear me good. This is something I told Vita early today. I said, I'm crunching all in the mic. I'm ghetto. I'm sorry.
Crunching all in the mic.
When I say the natural order of things, the natural order had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay.
Natural order was She got childbearing hips.
she can hold a baby or two.
She looks at him and say, I'd give it to him. He look like he could protect me.
Yeah. She looks healthy enough to carry.
He look like he could go get us some food.
Yeah. She looks healthy enough to carry. He looks healthy enough to carry the food.
We're gonna mate. A baby came. Now we got to take care of it.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with our feelings and being a good communicator. It was, we know we got to eat. We know it need to be prepared. Let's make babies and get this done.
On the tail end of that, Queen says, we were never meant to be alone. That's true.
Never.
That's very true.
Never. People say you just need to be time to yourself. People say that as a flex. I feel like they weaponize that statement because who the hell are supposed to be alone? I hate when people tell women with kids, you need to focus on yourself. Shut up. She's supposed to want a man around.
She needs a man.
Shut your mouth. She's supposed to want a man around.
She's gonna want a man around.
It makes sense for her to want a man around. So yeah, she's doing straight. Some women may be going out of their way to get a man because they have kids around. So that's how it's supposed to be. Baby daddy, she probably put herself in that situation. No, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say probably. Let me take that back. She either put herself in that situation or daddy left for whatever reason. It's not natural to not have your kid's father around. So you're going to want a replacement. Most men who have custody of kids, I bet they got a woman around. Hopefully not a bunch of them, but I bet they got a woman around.
Dee Rez say, if you don't like being around you, aka alone, what makes you think I would want to be with you?
Because I'm gonna say it. I'm finna say it.
Go ahead, go for it. Go for it. Go ahead. Go get it.
As a man, because she has a vagina, of course I'm going to want to be around. It don't take much more than that. Let's be honest here. You stop me when I'm lying.
Sometimes that's true.
And as a woman, I won't speak for women, but I have an idea about the women as well. I won't speak for women.
For them, it's the same way.
But it's the opposite.
If it serves the purpose. If he's there,
this big Negro could hold me and lay pipe.
I can dig it.
I want him around. So I'll do the accoutrement. I'll provide the accoutrement that'll keep him or her around.
I can't stand him.
So I can keep getting this and I ain't got to go look for it.
Right. I don't like him.
Because it all starts with sex. Okay. It all starts with mating. This is all a mating dance. Cooking for a woman, cooking for a man, communicating properly. This is a mating dance.
Yep.
It's to have either the sex or the affection at your disposal. Either the sex or the affection at your disposal. Somebody stop me when I'm lying.
Yeah. Maybe said some people said then people come out of ships that went wrong and are so guarded against the next person, or they're juggling so they aren't even hurt or alone. Oh, okay, I get you. Hey, hit us up on the StreamYard. Say that. Shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all. Queen says people hang onto words. People do hang on to words. I don't know. I'm like 4 minutes late. Almost
hit him on the StreamYard. Don't hit me.
Okay. Hit us on the StreamYard.
Can you hit one, not the other? I don't know.
Queen said, you telling the truth, Monix.
Woo, look at me telling the truth. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen, with a K.
Preach, Deke. Auntie says a woman has to learn to be happy with herself alone as a single woman. Another person can't give you something you should already have within, and that's happiness.
I have a question.
Hey to the motherfucking man.
I have a question about being alone.
Yeah.
Does that really even work based on the people you know? I'm not asking if it worked for one people, but based on the people you know in mass at large, do you see something that stands out a lot amongst people who quote unquote do it right, like get in relationships for the right reasons, or they take that alone time, that me time, and they heal? To me, they still seem to have similar reactions to the same issues. And they still end up in the same spaces. I was talking about people who grew up in a two-parent home, right? People see the problem is people don't got their fathers around. I'm not seeing something that's so different from people who was raised with their fathers or without their fathers as far as relationships go. Maybe their mannerisms, right, and their hustle. But when it comes to matters of the genitalia and hearts, we're having the same issues from my experience. Yeah. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm not seeing. I had a woman once tell me, yeah, you can't get me with the okie doke. I was raised around men. My brothers and my father had my back. But you fell for I saw you fall for the same okie doke. Matter of fact, I was in my 20s. I gave you the same okie doke.
Why are you here? Why are you even here having this conversation with me if you If you so smart.
And no diss to your fathers and brothers, they did what they thought they supposed to do. They told you what it was, but they don't. When them hormones get to going, people don't use their logic. Not often, not as often.
No.
The best we are able to do is put ourselves in a place where we would like to deal with these people. Because at some point we're going to lose our mind, aka become emotional or fall in love. You're not. I call that losing your mind because you're not in your right mind.
Right. When
you're enamored.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know, we're not supposed to be in our right mind when we're enamored.
No, people are supposed
to be better quality.
It's a bliss.
It's bliss. Bliss is a state of euphoria.
Yeah, it's a bliss.
It's dopamine. It's drugs that are internal drugs that are already inside of your body.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I feel like we missed a music break.
We probably can catch up though. It's all good. But yeah, while he catches up.
I am said he's in Iams. I don't see you in the chat. Come back, bro.
Shop Cuz, what up?
Come back to the chat, Iams, and we got you. Click on the link again.
And dog is Shop Cuz.
Hey. You feel me?
T-shirt.
ANTDOGG up in your city. That's my first rap.
And dog is Shop Cuz. What up, Shop Cuz? Dave Murray, Day Hustle in the house.
She said some people think with their genitals, great sex will make a person think they're in love.
That's true.
Everybody think with their genitals. I'm telling you.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
Especially if you have good genitals.
It seems like all people are trying to do is justify who they want to have sex with. When you're picking your mate, when you got these requirements, this is who I want to get a coochie to. This is who I want to get a penis to. Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
I want to be caught. This is the
bait I want you to use.
This is the net I want to be caught in.
This is the bait I want you to use.
Yep. This is the bait. Yep.
Read Queen with a K. Read what she said. I'll read it.
Here we go.
Add what Angela said, people should add to your happiness, not necessarily be your happiness, because if you can't love yourself correctly and have happiness within yourself, how can you probably love or have happiness for someone else? I'm with that.
1,000.
Of course, my auntie agreed. I don't know if she agreed with me or that, but either way, I feel like she agreed with me.
She said logic out the window when it comes to matters of the heart.
Great sex isn't about love. It's about addiction and obsession. That's what it seems like.
Oh, she was agreeing with BBT. BBT says logic goes out the window when it comes to matters of the heart.
Auntie, tell him you was agreeing with me. He was agreeing with me.
So he wasn't agreeing with Monix. Okay.
She was agreeing with me.
Thanks, Auntie.
I agree with BB. Great sex isn't about love. It's about addiction and obsession. Now it's your dingling or my coochie or whatever, right? It's you better not give it to nobody else. This whole thing is about restrictions.
Sex. It's about sex.
Look, but I feel like we missed the music break.
We did. We're gonna catch up though.
We're gonna get to this music break. We're gonna give him that some of that right way.
Give him that right way, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Give him that right way, the right way.
We're gonna give him that right way, the right way.
Give him that right way, the right way.
Do that shit with MDZ, YMDZ, Dino Mr. Know-It-All featuring YMDZ.
Yeah.
Do that Let's get it.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino. She say it get a moist, like me no choice, I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do it. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino. She say it get a moist, like me no choice, I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do it. You know the snakes come for the great ones, that's when you weed them out. If you've been A1 since day one, you're not who I'm speaking about. Just been watching cause I got it locked and I know that they plotting and scheming now. I don't believe in no back door, cause I don't leave my keys around. As soon as they see me, they screaming now. People like, what is the scene about? I turn up the music and hop out the whip. Now you get to see what we about. I pass them in traffic and now they be all out the window. Body just leaning out. They wanted to see them if Dino could do it. I did it, so do you believe it now? I please the crowd. Yes, indeed, I do that. If you talking about cheese for pounds, best believe I move that pick. You better ease it down. It's just me, my crew that's sick. It's just me, my crew that's sick. Hey, yo, please don't do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these up. She said, get up moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back to exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these up. She said, get up moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back to exist. Get behind me, I know that I'm ready now. Wanna sign me, I know that they jelly now. Tell them patience, I gotta be steady now. Live like an Asian, smoking on belly now. I ain't worried about none that you mentioned. That you talk about hundreds and Benjamins. They can tell that I'm running a minute. This RP uncle, my son, I'ma finish. I mix it up with the Gucci Gabbana. I mix it up like a coupe in a Hummer. Gum cold as a scoop in the summer. I give a work, they gon' shoot for a number. Can't understand what
They always so pressed about Mac, though. I keep it true in 100. Not really worried about that they do at their back, though. They gon' come through for the drama. They say they show while she looking away. Wasn't your hits hard to go away. I gotta come down the riot, this it for the diet. You know that I'm cooking today. They going crazy for that good easy. That lazy, but that need me. They know that I'm not a regular peasy. I tell them don't come and say you're a peasy. She hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out diesel. She say get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do it. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Plus I just can't trust that. So all that back don't exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out diesel, do that. She say get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down the shelf. Sony Media, Monix.
Get this, D. D Smith it out, man.
That was Dino, Mr. Know-It-All, featuring YMDZ for Do That Ish.
Yeah, shout out to Right Way, man. DZ, Dino, was YMBZ. YMDZ. Shout out to Dub. Shout out to Leela Bunny.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Right Way crew, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Let's read the last 3 comments. We don't want to elaborate, so we'll get to the other part of the topic. But
all right, I'll grab DD Rebs. DD Rebs says that time alone is for you to figure out why it is you do what you do, why you do what you want, the type of stuff that you want. Why does what turn you on? Why does what makes you mad make you mad? People literally don't sit back and think about these things when they're alone, because it's a process before you get to that part. People never get past the lonely feeling to actually do the work that they're supposed to be doing while they're alone. That's absolutely true. They're trying to fill their space with presence.
I feel like
to avoid doing self-reflection.
How do you figure out? I'm not saying you can't. I'm asking. Mm-hmm. How do you figure out why you do what you do alone? Because when you're alone, you're not doing it. Are you?
Well, what you do is you reflect on your life.
Right.
You reflect on your behavior. You reflect on your interactions, and you be honest about it. You know, you sit there and you honestly analyze this from a very neutral standpoint. Like you just walked up on a situation and saw you doing it to whoever you're doing it to, and you analyze it and you say, okay, cool. What have I done differently? What could I've done differently? You ask and question your own input, you know, and then you look for patterns. Well, this is just me personally. I look for patterns. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that, like Didi was saying, people don't pay attention to why they get mad. They just get mad and just, you know, find an outlet.
Decided this is how they are.
Yeah. You know, instead of actually going inside themselves and saying, well, why the hell am I like this? Why am I upset? You know, if you see something, you find yourself reacting to stuff. Like, for example, I don't like sagging. It just bugs the shit out of me. It just does. And I actually had to challenge myself because everybody's sagging. So I'd be a pissed off person if I was really getting triggered by that all the time. So I have to really check myself and say, well, why is it that bothers me? It bothers me because I feel like people can represent themselves better. Well, it's also up to them to represent themselves how they want to represent themselves. So now I can check how I feel about sagging. But then in certain spaces, like where there are kids around, I'm going to feel a certain way still. But
alone time scares me sometimes because alone time for other people. Them having alone time scares me sometimes because I've talked to people who come right out of alone time, guns blazing, blaming everybody else but themselves. Because what I did wrong was trusting this person and letting this person do this, and this person did this and didn't step up when this person did this. None of it was self-accountability.
Yep.
Saying you chose the wrong people is not accountability.
No, that's not accountability.
It's not accountability. It's way too slight to count self-accountability, if at all.
Why did you choose those wrong people is the question.
Like, what about you is making you attracted to this?
Yes.
Is it something about yourself that you should accept so you can manage it better? Because a lot of things that's wrong with you may not even be something that's wrong per se. It may just be something you need to address and accept.
Yes.
So you can manage it better.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like me and cheating, right? Like me and I flirted before, but so some people think that's cheating. So I'll say me and having sex with other people. I know I would, so I keep myself out of certain places.
You're
right?
accountable for that.
I know me.
Mm-hmm.
I know me. So I'm not there. I'm not in a space where you could get me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned my girlfriend a lot. That has become second nature at this point. It ain't even on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? When I let everybody see who I'm with when I'm with them.
Right.
Hey, Nick, I might as well have a bullhorn, right? Y'all know how I get down.
Mm-hmm.
So I know who I am, because otherwise, without having set that precedent so people can know to respect it, at least more people can know, because some people will try you anyway, but I think less people will try you.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, when you set the precedent, less people will try you.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that it isn't that anyone, it isn't that there is no one who will try you, but less people. It's damage control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get the question on the screen.
What question was it?
What question? We
just got a bunch of statements.
Oh shit.
BB says some of us are so judgmental of others and not giving room for people to be human. Nobody can give you room to be human.
What does that mean? Some of us are so judgmental of others and not giving people room to be human. What does that mean? I need you explain that. Explain a little bit more.
Nobody can give you room to be human. That's you. It's yours to take.
Some people,
you like caring what they have to say is a problem.
All right, hold on, because they're going off in the chat. Slow down. Love y'all in the chat. Shout out to the chat.
You already read.
DD Red says, when you do a long time right, it's certain attachments you don't have anymore. Certain things you do. Certain things don't excite you anymore. So you don't end up in the same situations. The people who end up in the same situations didn't do the alone time right. Boom.
Is there a standard way to do a long time?
I think it's according to how you feel.
Right. So I don't know.
I guess. I believe BBT. What up, BBT? Back again. She says, I believe some people need to take a break in between. I did. Sure did. Let me jump again. BBT, back again. She says, some people overthink way too much, in my opinion. Men and women want similar things. What's overthinking though? Nicole the Ingram is in the building.
They overthink way too much. Men and women want similar things. Yeah, I want your body parts
right
similar. Here, and I want your feet over here so we can play footsie.
Put 1 foot there. Put 1 foot there.
No. I don't want them separated like what's okay. I want them separated like that at a certain time. But at another time, I want your feet right here so we can play footsie. I want your boobs right here. Often, I know what I want. But we both want similar things. You want my body on your body, all over my body, and we want food and somebody to listen to us talk.
True.
Be willing to be willing, but you got to be willing to give what you trying to get. And you got to be willing to understand what they actually want.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the chat, man. We got Nicole the Ingram. Thank you for tuning in.
Since I've been single for a lot of old time, and I did the work. Now I am not in a rush to jump into a relationship. It's actually hard for me to consider a relationship. So have you been single that long? Is that now a hindrance?
Ooh.
Is that now a hindrance there, Nicole? Nicole to the Ingram?
Because I agree with you. Nicole, on that one. Because I kind of feel the same way. But I agree with what Marlon just said too. Does that hinder you?
Listen,
in a lot of ways, I think I might be a tad bit. Just a tad bit. I still believe in relationships, but I'm kind of like, because I got married early. So I've done the marriage family thing already. I've been divorced. I've had a couple relationships. So yeah. I'm
at 40, a lot of people will say I'm not old. Mm-hmm. My kids say I'm old, but the average person wouldn't say we're old, but we're definitely seasoned, right?
I'm Lowry's.
You feel me? I might be a little less sodium. I don't know, but I'm definitely not Mrs. Dash.
You don't need the sodium.
I'm definitely not Miss Dash.
You should be.
I'm onion powder with a little bit of Tony Ketcheries. But so what I've learned, I'm so smart when it comes to relationships, right? I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent, I could articulate certain points, and I get this statement a lot. Damn, I didn't think about it that way. I get that a lot.
I get that a lot too. Yeah.
But with that, my time and my experience in the game, because all that came from experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
My overdoing what's the word I'm looking for? My unnecessary amount of experience that I've had has made me articulate in that concept, that context. But as articulate as I am, as understanding of concepts as I am, mm-hmm. It has hindered me. Because now my patience is lacking. I want what I want right now, the way I want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want my cake You know, I want my cake and I want to eat it too.
I think I'm too smart for my
And
own.
what Trey Songz said, I want my cake and eat it too. But they said you can't have cake and eat it too. But ain't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah,
you're supposed to eat the cake. Eat the cake, anime.
I'm definitely there because I feel like I'm too smart for my own good, and not in the. And I'm saying this.
He's not even saying it as a flex.
I'm not saying it as a flex at all. I'm actually saying it as a moment of clarity and honesty and kind of self-deprivation a little bit. Because being smart ain't always a good thing for the ego. And sometimes
the wise man knows he knows nothing.
I say that shit all the motherfucking time. Like I don't know shit. And forgive my language. I don't. And that's what I mean by that. Because as much as you think you know, you can assume and line up everything you see and think, okay, cool, I can see what's going on, and be dead wrong. And I oftentimes have been, you know, and have had egg on my face. I've burned a couple bridges, you know what I'm saying? Looked like an idiot at times. Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, having to analyze myself, and this is what I was talking about earlier about actually self-reflecting and then looking at patterns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And being able to say, damn.
No doubt.
Damn that.
FedEx.
Yeah, that's what I did. Man, dog. I gotta go apologize.
Like here's something that a lot of us deal with a lot. I feel like I said it, but I feel like BB said it better. She said fear of relationships or messing it up. Fear of relationships or messing relationships up will ultimately sabotage a good connection.
Who said that?
BBT.
Shout out BBT. Damn,
so
niggas are getting into this chat.
So
man.
That to me, that one way that shows up is you're not gonna let another person do this to you.
Yeah. Like
you ain't gonna do me because I've been done like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So any inkling of that will send a person off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what commonly that's something that commonly comes off as what? Insecurity.
That over defensive.
A word that I try my best not to weaponize.
Yeah.
I try, if you've talked to me any length of time, you know I try my best not to weaponize that word. Y'all call me out if I'm wrong, if I'm lying. Y'all call me out on that. But it's kind of like you won't even let a mistake happen. Like people are going to make mistakes or bad decisions. They're going to be wrong. So we miss out on the main things, like the fact that a person is actually there. Like that doesn't matter as much anymore. They have to get it right.
Can good traits be insecurities?
A trait can't be well, insecurity is a trait.
Like.
Can good traits cause insecurities? Yeah, they can still cause insecurities.
in the lane of self-sabotage.
I mean, I know,
you know what I'm saying? Like
good traits in and of themselves don't cause sabotage.
But what I'm saying is how people, maybe I'm not wording it right. Can good traits be used to self-sabotage? Like, for example, we're talking about like I feel like I'm too smart for my own good, so sometimes I overanalyze shit. Yeah, I don't go with the flow sometimes. Sometimes I just gotta sit here and I gotta analyze it. I can't unsee it.
BB says, give an example, get this dialogue.
I am giving an example. Like I said, sometimes I overthink sometimes. I do overthink sometimes. But I can't help it because of the things that I've been through.
Well, overthinking is not a good trait. So give me an example of a good trait.
That is a good trait.
Overthinking is not a good trait.
But to analyze is good.
To overanalyze is not a good trait. No, is that what you're doing when you're overthinking?
I don't necessarily, because I would call it overanalyzing for the sake of the conversation. I personally don't feel like it's overanalyzing because this is my mechanism for seeing the world.
If it's,
you know what I'm saying?
I think,
for example, I could have overthought being on the show, but I didn't. I just said, okay, well, cool. Let me come here and just go with the flow and see what happens. This is in my lane of what I want to do. You know, let's see what happens. Let me just take my steps.
If you're analyzing so much that it stops progress, that's you're overanalyzing. Like if you analyze every relationship so much that you can't get in one because you looked at the ins and outs and they end up becoming unappealing, you're overanalyzing. And it's not that you're wrong about your analysis. It's just that you're doing too much. You can't. There's gonna be dings on the resume or dings on the record.
Yeah.
At our age, everybody has dings.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to do. That's why I think relationships and marriages and things like that are all about making the decision to be there regardless.
Shout out Nicole.
You gotta love your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or whoever you want to be with for a long time. You have to love them like you love your kids.
Yeah.
Like, you know what kids did this to me. Kids broke my heart this way, but I still got your back.
Yeah.
I think if we don't, the moment we stop doing that is the moment we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's just what it's just. If you want to be with somebody for a long time, it's just what it is. You've said things I don't like. I've probably said things you don't like, but we're here.
And we haven't overthought it though.
I probably have. I didn't bring it to you because I got a hold of myself eventually. I don't have a job, so I think all day. I don't have a job. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
I ain't got time to do shit but overthink.
Oh, you did around me. I don't got no job.
That's what's up, man.
I don't got no 9 to 5, man.
Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for your interaction. We definitely appreciate your comments, man. Nikki says, shout out to Nikki Spiller, man. Nikki Sleek Designs in the house. She says, overthinking can have you missing a blessing. That's true. She'll be here Friday.
Kind of like finding your keys. Kind of like not finding your key, like right in your face. But your brain going 100 miles an hour and you don't see the keys. It's right in your face.
Yep. Very true.
Missing your keys, overthinking.
BBT says, that's right. That's right. Did you do a stat with that too? You said
I feel like she did.
I feel like she did too. I feel
a chicken neck.
I feel like her head went like this when she did that. She said, that's right. It's a choice at the end of the day. Okay. She says the relationship is waking up each day and choosing to try and execute love every day. Hey, amen to that, sister.
Is that what you be thinking about in a relationship? Is that your actual thought process? It's not mine.
I will tell you this, because when I was married, that was probably the most in love I've ever been. And I was very much aware that it was maintenance every day.
Right. In your mind, did you articulate that maintenance as love day to day? Sure, at some point when you reflect back, but day to day.
There were times when I dropped the ball, yes.
No, I'm not asking if you dropped the ball. I'm asking, did you articulate that maintenance every day in your mind as love? Like, I'm sure when you thought about it later, you knew it was love, but did you think about it that way? Functionally, when you saying love? Me, I was saying, damn, I got to pay these bills. That's what I was saying. Damn, I got to change that tire.
Now bills is something different.
I'm just saying, but that's part of the maintenance.
Bills is something
damn, I got to take her on this date. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep, but it's date night, so we got to do it. I wasn't always thinking the word love. Sometimes I did it grudgingly.
There were some things that I did, like for example, when her Eastern Star Sisters would come over and they'd have a meeting. I'd move couches and stuff. Sometimes they were always doing things, projects. They start praise dancing and stuff. I'd move the furniture, give them enough room to go practice and stuff. Move the furniture back. Come support. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I knew that was love. I go to the store when I'm at the store. I grab out some wine because I know you go. I know what kind of wine you love. I'm gonna have your wine when I come home. I bring flowers home often. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I didn't think about those things as love.
I run bath water, bubble baths.
Yeah, I think I didn't think about those things as love as much in the moments because it became autopilot, which is necessary.
It happens.
Autopilot is necessary. You have to. Everything's the second cost. Everything has to become the things you do will become second nature.
Yeah. Because routine.
And it'll often come off to your partner like a job, right? But your partner got to give you some leeway, okay? Because it got there because I love you. Now this is autopilot. The love took it to autopilot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing it as like a job. I'm doing it. It's like a job. I'm doing it anyway because I know you need it, even though I don't want to do it. That's love. When I don't want to do it, and I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to get cussed out. I don't know. But one of the two.
Either way, you did it.
One of the two.
You did it. It's service.
One of the two. But look, man, it's 8:30. Let's go to another music break.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? I'm going to hit y'all with some of this. I want to hit y'all with this Noah Hayes, man. Body Right. Shoptalk 7, man. Let's get it.
In my line, never pick it up first time. Gotta make a call back twice. Cause girl, you already know. I love my vocals so low. Started off fast, ended up slow. Kiss from your head all the way to your toes. I keep on going till it feel like I'm taking your soul. Just let it go, just let it flow. Just let it show, just let me know. Is it too fast? Should I go slow, sit slow, cool down, show, top down, vibes on. Girl, I think it's time to get it on. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure I treat you right. Maybe all I really need is one night to make sure your body right. Feeling some type of way, bad like I'm in a way. Okay, I can tell by how you taste. Chocolate chips on my face. Always can't get enough of your taste. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure your body's right. Just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, go fast or slow. When I go low, just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, go fast or slow. When I go low. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure I treat you right. Baby, all I really need is one night to give you what you need. Feeling some type of way, better not come here to play. Right away, I can tell by how you taste. Chocolate chips on my face. Always can't get enough of your taste. Baby, all I really need is one night to treat your body right. Oh, yeah.
I got hits. I love the way you kiss me. I love the way you tell me. I know you can't resist me. The way that you be missing me. And when you get the licking, you have my body trembling. You switch it and you stick me. My body get the sniffing. And baby, when you it out, it in. I'm begging, baby, give me a second or give me a minute. The way that we touching my soul, the skin to skin. I'm on my knees, I'm begging forgiveness for all of my sins. And baby, when you change positions, oh, the way when you hurt me, baby, hurt me, baby. And baby, when you rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock, say against with positions, say against with positions. And baby, when you rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock, say against with positions, say against with positions. Ooh.
Slow the tongue down your throat, digging like a moat, wet enough to sink the boat. Say my name, that's for sure. Pull a hand and I choke. On the crash coast, got insurance, what's the quote? I paid, lay a body down. I paid what I go by my ill liquor toes, real player. Nasty nigga from the city, itty bitty. Even in missionary, I be trying to suck it. Do you feel me? In the mirror, yeah, I'm grilling. Hit it from the back, lick my thumb, then I time to switch positions. Get real quickly. Drop a can I get a sip, baby, simply. Hey, forbidden fruit, don't tempt me. Want a second round, berry bonds. I ain't missing, swinging for the fence. Hit it, then I hit it. Over the fence, you know I'm home run with it. Hey.
Rock the boat, rock the boat, rock. Say against with positions, say against with positions. Yeah, baby, when you rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock. Say against with positions, say against with positions. Ooh, and baby, when you change positions.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down as your host, Tony Mediamonics.
Get this D Smith in the house, man, on another Shoptalk 7 Thursday night, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in and staying with us for the evening.
So just a bit of a deep dive. I feel like we kind of touched on it last segment, but we're gonna really dig into it a little more. Shop dive, hashtag shop dive. Y'all put that hashtag up. Are today's dating relationship standards unrealistic? Why or why not? Okay.
Depends on what your expectations are.
What are some of the unrealistic standards that you think?
I think it's unrealistic to think that only one person should work or will work.
Like, you mean like a job?
Yeah.
That's unrealistic.
I think it's unrealistic to think
Why
there's only going to be one person bringing in income to sustain the whole family or a relationship. I think that's unrealistic. I think it's unrealistic for women to believe that they're going to get into a relationship with a guy and he's just going to take care of everything and they don't have to do anything but keep a home. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but let's be honest. We have robots that can vacuum for you.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, are you really talking unrealism or are you talking stuff you don't like?
No, I think it's
because it's definitely reasonable for some people to.
I mean, for some people, you got the means to do it, but I think the average person to think that you're gonna get to a relationship where you don't even gonna have to work.
Well, in a relationship, no, get out my face.
You know what I'm saying?
Like well, if we get depending on how you want your family dynamic set up. Let's say you and a woman, y'all don't got no kids, right? Now if you bring your kids into the fold and I'm making $60,000 a year, you need to work.
you bring yours.
You need to work. You need to bring something here to take care of them babies. Mm-hmm. If I tell you don't worry about it and you cool with it, then cool. But don't come in it that way. Yeah. But say if you got two people who know kids that's just starting life together, he makes $60,000, or I would say she makes. I'm saying how I'm saying it.
So you're talking about young couple.
Maybe even y'all people in their 40s who ain't got no kids.
That's true. Okay, just a couple ain't got no kids. Okay.
Couple ain't got no kids, and you make $60,000 a year. You could feed y'all off $60,000. You could even bring a baby in and be fine with $60,000 a year. Now you get to 2-3 kids. First of all, what happens is it's hard for her to work, as it is, which is the whole reason the whole idea of females not working started, because it was a little more difficult for them to go to work and go through the things they got to go through with their bodies and woo up the bam. Because now if she go to work, now y'all got to pay daycare. So where's her check going? You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all getting help from the state, but you don't want to depend on that.
Right.
You don't want to expect that.
Right.
So, a lot of people just need less stuff.
True. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? You can't buy your Tray 5 now.
1,000%.
You have to cut down your liquor habit.
I definitely agree.
Your Nikes are less important.
Maybe we can't get
the kids need shoes.
Right.
You have to do better with your money.
Definitely agree with that.
You have to take care of your car. So is it unrealistic? So is that but anyway, either way. So thinking that you're not gonna help pay these bills, I bet.
Or I think it's unrealistic. I think it's unrealistic to spend the type of money that we're spending in relationships.
I think it is a very unrealistic thing to expect that to be sustainable.
I think we are
for the average person. I know people who put themselves in debt trying to date.
I mean, let's just say you got it to do, right? Which is fine because you got to do. But the average person, if you really add up, let's take a single guy. It's like a single guy who is dating one woman, right? He's gonna pay for the date. He's gonna pay for everything. He's gonna spend the time. He's gonna do what he gotta do. If he does that and that doesn't work, he has to do it again. And it doesn't work. He has to do it again until it works. That's a lot of output. Stop and think about it. Let alone if you get a woman, you got to get her how you keep her. How you got her, right? And you got to keep her how you got her, right?
I don't believe in that at all.
I say that's kind of the rule of thumb, though.
That's what
what it took to get me.
That's what they say.
Is what it's going to take to keep me.
That's what they say. But
if that's the case, then we got to sustain what it took to get you. So if that's what I'm putting out,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Put that out to keep you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I won't buy into that. That's unrealistic right there. Crazy. Do what you did to keep me is an unrealistic expectation. Do what you did to get me to keep me is unrealistic expectation.
Why is that unrealistic?
It's unrealistic because you can't expect somebody to always be on top of their game. You can't expect it realistically. That's not humans for you.
Okay.
I've never done it. I have an off game. Some people have worse seasons than others. A whole season.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you're MJ. It's always 30 plus.
Yeah. You always play sick.
Shout
out to Dion. What up, man? Happy birthday, by the way, brother.
He said, I've never been around couples with no kids and have the expectations of thinking the wife will not work. The wife not working is to take care of their children.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people not do that because they know they wanted to make babies.
Or
so if she wasn't already working, it ain't no point even starting now because I'm finna get you pregnant.
Right. Or that was their arrangement. Hey, once you get with me, you ain't gonna have to work no more.
And some men, I know men that he said he's talking about what he's seen, and that's peace because that's never what he's been. That's what he's never been around. But I've been around men who like their woman at home, even if she ain't got no kids. They just like her at home. I'm gone all the time. The woman, I had a woman once, whether she had kids or not, I liked her at home. I'm going out at sea 3 weeks at a time. She ended up getting in some trouble, getting the trouble that she got into. But I liked it. I liked the idea that she didn't have to go to work when I got there.
Yeah. Well, no excuse for her to be there for you when you got there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I liked it. I would rather her now, no, go to work. I'm home every day. Go to work.
And by going to work, I don't mean simply in terms of helping me provide or helping bring something to the table, quote unquote. I mean in terms of women's lib, which is women have gotten the opportunity to come out here and work and earn their keep and earn their own and exploit their talents and exploit their gifts and, become leaders and do things and start businesses and get education. You can't put that up to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of unrealistic for you to think that a woman should put that up once she gets with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're going to supply all her needs. So therefore her education, her hard work ethic, whatever knowledge or experience that she has that could aid you in some way goes to the, shelf because I'm the man. I can take care of all the bills. So basically you just need to sit there and be pretty. I kind of think that's a handicap. And I think it's unrealistic for you to believe that, not to say you, but certain people to believe that that's.
I mean, if you can't manage it, then it ain't for you.
Now, if she wants to do that, if she's like, hey, I'll hang all this shit up, cool. Let her do that.
If you can't manage it, then that's for you. And if they if they really want to work, they'll work. They're not going to let a man tell them not to work. I mean, you can tell them all day long, but they're not going to let a man stop them from working.
Right. Because it's independence. It's like taking the car keys.
The women I had that didn't work, it was necessary for what we were trying to do. But once again, not to say that if I wouldn't have a woman who didn't have all those things going on, I still probably while I was in the Navy, I would have kept him at home. While I was in the Navy, I would have kept him at home because I want her available to me.
Stress.
I want her available to me.
That too.
Is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Comfortable, stress. You better figure it out. I don't know. I ain't there. I'm not stressing you out.
No, I mean stress free. I'm saying like you provide a place for her to stay. You in the Navy, bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? She may not necessarily have to work, but she can if she wants to.
Yeah. She can if she wants. Now, I wouldn't stop nobody from working. I wouldn't stop nobody from working, but I just like the idea that she was home when I got home.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
saying. So when you come home from, whatever you got to do in the Navy, whatever anxiety you built up from being apart.
Now I can de-stress.
See what I'm saying?
And I can have help.
And she has no reason to not be there in a very stressless position.
Right.
For you. And then like she was struggling to pay bills while you was gone, and now you come home, she's stressed. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Here, take here. This was wrong. That's what's wrong. She got to do that. You know what I'm saying? She can come home. You can come home and relax and get into your love making. You know what I'm saying?
Really, I just want my feet rubbed when I get to the crib.
That too.
We can have sex later.
Get them corns.
I want some food ready that I haven't had because I've been on the ship.
Yeah, some home cooking, man.
A clean house, some incense going on. Back then, I was into oil warmers.
Oh yeah,
that was my thing. The oil warmers had that going on. Yeah. Somebody gonna tell me I'm sexist. Somebody gonna tell me I'm sexist over this, but I don't care. There are women who like to provide these things, so there we go. Call me sexist if you want. That's your business.
Hey, who said it's unrealistic to think that people don't evolve and change? I agree.
And them changing in a way that you wouldn't want them to change is not necessarily to your detriment either.
That's true. People are living and people are existing. And I think sometimes people take people living and existing and living in their existence, they take offense to it. So sometimes
don't you change in a way that I don't like.
Right. Don't disagree with me anyway. Let's not have any, disagreements in terms of, psychology. Let's just stick with what's good for both of us. So if it's sex, let's just stick with the sex. If it's going out and spending some money, let's just go out and have a good time. Whatever it is, let's stick to that.
I found a list on the internet of unrealistic expectations. Let's go down a few of these.
Oh, look what we got here.
One of these is no arguing is a sign of a good relationship.
Oh,
that's not a good. That's not a good.
Hey, I'm glad they started off.
That's not a reasonable expectation.
With that one, I'm glad
if you expect to never argue.
I'm glad they start off with that one because there's a lot of people who feel like conflict or disagreement, and most people take any disagreement as conflict. That ain't necessarily the case, but a lot of people, if you disagree with them, that's grounds for altercation. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of rift or some type of beef or some type of whatever the case is. I get in my feelings about it now because we disagree. So I can clean it as disagreement.
Yep. Deion Robinson said, Medea said, Medea said, expect to be married to several people in one person if you expect longevity in a relationship.
Hey, the good and the bad, the ugly,
the indifferent,
the nonchalant, the smooth,
all that,
the rugged.
All right. It says always another unrealistic expectation. To always know why and what you are feeling. Mind reading.
Who said
it is unreal. No, it's on the list.
Oh, what was that?
Mind reading is an unrealistic expectation. You should just know. Especially if I'm telling you, don't do that to me. Tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Use your words.
Don't ever expect me to just know.
Yeah.
I will just know some things, but I'm going to miss sometimes.
Yes.
So help me out. Don't put me in a position to win in your life. But a lot of people would rather they just want the drama. People, that's a drug for some people. What else? It says always be available when you are in distress. To always be available.
But see, you know what leads to that? You know what feeds into that? Texting.
Yep. Texting
feeds directly into that.
As if they can't have distressful moments themselves.
As if they aren't doing anything at the moment you text them. So them not responding in the time that you allotted them to respond as reasonable, you know what I'm saying, automatically causes an offense because it means you was doing something else and ignoring what I was going through.
Yep.
And it's like that you create a whole situation.
The thing is that
I was at work in a meeting.
The thing is that that's just because we have texted each other so much. The urgency of a text message is minimized. We're desensitized to that ding, whatever ringtone you have when the text message comes across. We're not automatically thinking that he or she texts me. This must be important. We text all the time. Look at the average text thread.
And what is it talking about?
It's thousands of text messages in there, probably taking up about 2 gigabytes on your phone space. No friends of the sex they are attracted to. No friends of the opposite sex. They're saying is an unrealistic expectation.
I agree with that. I think that's 1,000% true. No friends of the opposite sex, especially if you're somebody who's social, especially if you're somebody who's intelligent, especially if you're somebody who's funny, outgoing, interesting. People gonna like you. People of the opposite sex are gonna want to, come into your sphere, come into your area, get to know you. And some of them may even want to hump your bones.
And I don't know about everybody. And I don't know about everybody else, but for me, this is a career path. So my job is social.
Very.
I'm going to be friends with or be making nice with people of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
By the way, we got Kissing Cousins coming up next. 8:50.
It is 8:50.
It's getting close. We got Kissing Cousins coming up next.
I haven't gotten a message from Marley. Normally, Marley will pop in and say, "Hey, I'm not going to be here."
We ain't got that yet.
So she must be coming. So she must be coming. That's respectful. Shout out Marley.
But I want to read a couple more of these real quick.
Yeah.
Always having sex on a regular basis. Always having sex on a regular. It's an unrealistic expectation. At some point, I had that coochie before. You've had this penis before.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. Let's give it a rest.
At some point.
Let's give it a rest.
I'm just saying.
It's okay.
People are afraid of that.
It'll be here tomorrow.
I promise I'll still be here though. I don't need to have. I'm not trying to have sex tonight. But I love your cooking, baby.
Hey, nothing against you.
Nothing against you.
Nothing against you.
Just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep.
Hey, I just want to rest. It's been a long day. Hey, give your coochie a rest. I'm sure your coochie need a rest too.
Some people are validated by people wanting to have sex with them though. Some people are validated by that. You're not attracted to me if you didn't want to poke me. I don't know. Maybe men feel the same way. I don't talk to men about these things a whole lot. Well, we don't. That's not what we talk. But that's not what we talking about in the male locker room, as I call it.
No, but that's a good conversation we should have, though.
Like, let's have it real quick.
That's a great
conversation. Do you feel unattractive if a woman don't want to have sex with you tonight? If you're a woman, if you was in a relationship.
Now, if it's a pattern of that,
man, I'll beat my joint and go to bed. Yeah, I swear I will.
And I have. Yeah, I have.
Right to bed.
You rest up. You rest up. Don't even worry about this.
We'll reapproach later.
Give me 3 minutes. I'll be with.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
We'll be playing footsie in no time.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't make me feel unattractive. It make me feel like she's screwing somebody else.
If it's a pattern, I can see anybody feeling unattractive if you see a pattern of, maybe disconnection.
Hey, look. Dion said, turn 61 as a male, you better have a personality. Yeah, right.
hey, you better be able to talk about something. Shit, we can't be fucking all night.
She said, Vita said, I agree with no friends of the opposite sex. Doing business is different.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
What did BBT say? BBT said something really. She says, it's funny. Some people think you stop having sex, you don't love them, or you're dealing with someone else.
If you stop, yeah, I'm gonna think that.
I mean,
if you stop,
if you go from a pattern of having sex and all of a sudden stopping,
there's a thought process to be had there.
Like, that's a pattern change. So of course that's gonna raise some flags. I mean, that's natural.
What Vita means by I agree with no friends of the opposite sex, she means like don't be out here making new friends. That's what she's saying.
In some instances, that's impossible.
That's if you depending on what you got going on in your life, that's
impossible. If you have a business, that's impossible. If you are a student,
because the social friendship or the business friendship, they're going to look similar.
You have to have these. You have to follow the same kind of guidelines.
Yeah, it's a thin line. As far as the difference.
Yeah.
Thin line.
Absolutely.
Just like it's a thin line between love and hate.
Yep.
There's a thin line between regular friendship and business relationship.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's a thin line, especially if y'all got to do a lot of business. Mm-hmm. Like, what if I'm producing somebody's album and it's good business for both of us? We're going to become, if it goes well, we're probably going to become friends.
What if you're doing an album and you got a lot of
you got to work with different people?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if you're a promoter? You
got to have these relationships. You got to charm some people.
What if you're a singer?
You got to charm some people.
Doug O'Lake has to have, I don't want Doug O'Lake.
All the ladies are his friends.
I love Doug O'Lake. I don't want his life.
I fuck with you heavily.
I fuck with you heavily, Doug. You know what I'm saying? But I can imagine the management got to be like, man, look, get away. Come here, get away.
As a public figure, not making new friends or associates is unrealistic. Yep,
absolutely.
But look, I want to get up out of here. I got a little promo to do real quick before we go out. And
before we go out, real quick, I got something I want to share with everybody, man, because I kind of been.
But we got a few minutes. We ain't got that long. So go ahead, because I got to do my promo.
Got him. got him. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Get this D. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Vita's home care services. Okay. Ovita Ivy has home care services that she's giving out. She works with seniors. She works with seniors and people with disabilities. So that's like having an in-home nursing assistant.
There we go.
These are services she provides as a private contractor.
Mm-hmm.
So you can hit her up. I'll let her put her phone number in the chat. We'll have a flyer for her soon, but please hit her up if you have needs, and your insurance can handle the business.
Yeah.
She provides home care services for seniors and people with disabilities. So y'all hit up Ovita Ivy.
Shout out,
BBT says that her show is Saturday from 5 to 7. Convos in Chicago.
Convos in Chicago.
Anybody else on here? Tiffany's Closet. That's Nicole Ingram's business. While we at it, D Rebs is a singer songwriter. What else we got on here? Deion Robinson is just an old player with all the gaming history. What else we got here? We got to promote Queen Jay Cherie is a model. My boy Red Money was good. He said I've been single for 4 years and it sucks. My history ponders me. He's a hoe for his whole 40 years and now he's been single probably by choice.
We had Beezy pop in here, man. What's going on, Beezy?
Beezy sings too.
Beezy sings too.
And he has the most wonderful father in U.S. history.
Hey,
y'all should meet him.
Beezy Pops.
Beezy
Shout out to Beezy Pops, dude. Hey, Beezy, we like you and all. Bring your pops on the show.
You cool, but bring your pops.
You cool, but bring your pops.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But listen, y'all, we about to get up out of here, man. Shop Talk 7, Media Monics.
Get this deep, because he ain't gonna say it.
I am not gonna say it. You can have these podcasts all you like. I feel like I want to play Queen Ari again on the way out. Just say it.
Yeah,
la 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 la. Ooh, yeah. Shop Talk 7, y'all. Yeah. Peace.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Whoa, yeah. Ooh. I don't hate you. I just feel like we both know the truth. The way you say you love me, feel like you still pick and choose. Lately, you look at me like you blame me. Smiling in my face, you looking so amused. So baby, just tell the truth. If you don't want a big kid, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we faking it. Oh yeah, oh give it to me to understand why you can't seem to be my man. When you want things to go your way, you complete the stuff with the tape. Yeah, you ain't worth my time, so stop hitting my line. Try to press the rewind, I give up this time. Cause if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we faking it. Oh yeah, tired of your back and forth. I can't do this no more. Completely feeling ignored. Yep, I get that now. Time to restore. But first hit the door. I've tallied up your score. You and me no more. I thought the love was real. You made me feel. But if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, cause you ain't mine. If this is it, no, it can't be friends. No, I won't pretend. Can't make a mess. Tired of tears for a touch. No, I won't come back. This is a fact. I'm sick of all your slack. Cause if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, if you don't wanna make it, just say it. Oh yeah, I don't wanna make us feel like we're faking it. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Chicago? This is your boy Mondowski representing MLB. That's right, Mondowski's Lunch Break. The